You took me through every single tiny little step, and it was just easy peasy.
I am super excited to have somebody on who is a student of Master Passive Income and actually has properties. He already started buying properties. He's doing really, really well. You found my podcast, you started listening to it. Now tell me about your purchase of your first house. Now you have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom where you're currently living in. And then where did you buy your first rental property?
I purchased my 2-bed, 1-bath in Spokane, Washington. Then I have my property 1,800 miles away in the south in Birmingham, Alabama.
That's awesome. How do you buy so far away from you and not worry about the property, not worry about the 2 a.m. phone calls? Because that's what everybody worries about.
2 letters for you. PM, property manager.
Okay, so you live in Spokane, Washington, but you're investing in Alabama. If you go into the Midwest, down in the Southeast, in the Carolinas, into Florida, there are some great areas to invest in. In fact, all my students are investing. You are learning, and then you realize, okay, let me go ahead and get some more education. If you go to college, you're basically hoping to get a job after. You get a piece of paper that says you completed and you spent $50,000 or $30,000 for the piece of paper, and then you got to go find a job. Well, this, man, if you just forewent that and just started investing, like all of my kids, this is generational wealth. I want people to realize that, man, this is going to change your life.
I just knew my basic financial education, time value of money, something just easy stuff like that. That's all you need. And so, like you're saying, if I were to just take my 30 grand, that's more than a down payment for the market that I'm looking at. And yeah, I'd be much more ahead. So I'm totally a believer. I've been there, done that. I totally agree with you.
Okay, so from here, you buy your first house. Now you're realizing I want to buy my first property. Walk us through the deal that you have, the property that you bought, how you found it, how you funded it, how you're managing it, and how you built the business first.
First, I was looking in Cleveland, Ohio. I was looking there, I was learning the area. I talked to a bunch of property managers in Cleveland. It was actually kind of a suburb. I like the numbers. If you know your numbers, you have all the power in the world. Like that's all you need to know. So kind of learn the numbers, just soaking up as much information as I could. But it kind of deterred me a little bit just because the crime was pretty high there and the taxes were pretty high there as well. And so I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I'm gonna start looking at other spots. And so it's just kind of a random little deal. So I looked into Birmingham. Taxes were super low. And I mean, there's crime everywhere, but it was a lot lower in the area, and the area I'm looking at is Center Point. So yeah, decided to go to Birmingham. And at this point I had purchased your course, and it was so simple. It took me about a year to set up the business. It went through every step, found my property manager, interviewed about 5 property managers, and this guy representing this company, he knew his stuff. He always contacted me just like that. If I had a question, just got right back to me, and I really highly valued. I picked 3 that I liked, but the others just kind of dwindled down, and they didn't communicate with me as much. So there was really one shining star with my realtor. And so, yeah, just building that business, it took some time, but it was definitely worth it.
I know when I first got started, it took me about 6 to 12 months. I literally flew there. Now I got to ask you a question. Did you fly to Alabama to look at the area?
My family and friends think I'm absolutely nuts, but no, I've never seen it.
Yes, I love it. All the 30 plus properties I have, I've literally only seen one of them before I bought it, and I've only seen 2 total out of all of them. And I don't go to the States unless I need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so is that nerve-wracking to do that?
Absolutely. Yeah, you kind of say in your podcast and when you're teaching, it's only inventory. Don't get emotional about it. Well, that kind of goes out the window when it's your first deal. You're going to be emotional about it, and it's a little nerve-wracking. So yeah, it was kind of scary, but I had you hold my hand the entire way through, and I said, Dustin's done this. He says it's okay. I know my numbers. It's gonna be fine.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, if you want to make passive income by investing in real estate or grow your investments to achieve financial freedom, well, consider joining the Real Estate Wealth Builders Mastermind with me. Now, in the mastermind, we have people that in as little as 18 months have bought enough properties, 12 rental properties, to make money for them passively for financial freedom, and you can too. It's not about having a lot of money to invest. It's about having access to the right information, the right community of people, and the right coaching. So if you're interested in joining, I want you to check the link in the description and join us so that you become financially free by investing in real estate.